In a small village in Africa, there lived a girl named Zara. She was beautiful, with bright eyes and a warm smile. But Zara was not happy. She wanted to be famous. She dreamed of being a star, singing on big stages and having people cheer for her. Every night, she would look at the stars and wish for a life filled with fame and fortune. One day, while walking near the river, Zara met an old woman. The woman had a mysterious aura and seemed to know everything. "You seem troubled, my child," she said, her voice soft but powerful. Zara told her about her dreams of becoming famous. The old woman listened carefully and then said, "I can help you, but it will come at a cost. You must be willing to give up something precious." Zara thought about it. She didn't have much, but her dreams were everything. "I'll do it," she exclaimed, her heart racing with excitement. "Very well," the woman replied, "you will have fame, but you must sell your soul. You will become the star you wish to be, but you will lose what truly matters in life." Zara nodded, too eager to listen to the warning. With a wave of her hand, the old woman granted Zara her wish. Suddenly, Zara was transformed. She was no longer just a village girl, she became a famous singer. She had a beautiful voice that mesmerized everyone. Her songs topped the charts, and she was invited to perform all over the country. At first, Zara was thrilled. She enjoyed the glamour of being a star. She wore fancy clothes, traveled in luxurious cars, and had people who adored her. But as time went on, she started to feel an emptiness inside her. She was always surrounded by people, yet she felt alone. Her friends from the village no longer recognized her. She stopped visiting them, too busy with her new life. She even forgot her family. The more famous she became, the more she lost touch with the people who truly cared for her. One day, while performing at a huge concert, Zara looked out into the crowd. The faces were smiling, but something felt wrong. She realized she didn't recognize anyone. The cheers felt hollow, and she longed for the warmth of her old life. That night, after the concert, Zara sat alone in her hotel room. The glitz and glamour of fame surrounded her, but she felt trapped in a golden cage. She thought about the old woman's warning. "What did I give up?" she whispered to herself. Determined to find the old woman, Zara returned to the river the next day. She called out, "Old woman, I need you." The river flowed gently, but there was no answer. Hours passed, and just as Zara was about to lose hope, the old woman appeared again. "I've come to seek your help," Zara pleaded. "I want to undo what I've done. I miss my family and my friends. I want my life back." The old woman looked at her with wise eyes. "You had your chance, but now you understand. Fame is not everything. True happiness comes from love and connection." Zara fell to her knees. "Please, I will do anything. I don't want to be famous anymore. I want my soul back." The old woman smiled gently. "To reclaim your soul, you must show that you truly care. You must help others and find your way back to your roots." With a heavy heart, Zara agreed. She returned to her village, determined to make amends. She used her fame to help others. She organized concerts to raise money for schools and healthcare. She visited her old friends and supported them in their dreams. Slowly, Zara felt her spirit returning. She found joy in helping others and connecting with her community. The emptiness inside her began to fade, replaced by love and friendship. However, fame can be a dangerous game. As Zara continued to rise in popularity, she felt the pressure to maintain her status. She began to neglect her health, attending endless parties and events. She thought she could handle it, but the toll on her body was significant. One night, after a particularly grueling concert, Zara collapsed in her dressing room. Despite the loud music and laughter outside, she felt utterly alone. She was rushed to the hospital, where doctors told her she needed rest. But Zora refused to stop. "I can't let my fans down," she insisted. As days turned into weeks, Zora pushed herself harder, determined to keep her fame alive. But her body couldn't take it anymore. One fateful evening, during a live performance, she felt dizzy and weak. As she reached the climax of her song, she collapsed on stage. The audience gasped, and paramedics rushed in. Zora was taken to the hospital again, but this time it was too late. She had sacrificed her health for the sake of fame, and now she lay unconscious, surrounded by bright lights and the sounds of machines. In her unconscious state, Zora found herself face to face with the old woman again. "You wanted fame, but at what cost?" the woman asked. Zora felt the weight of her choices. "I wanted to be loved and admired," she replied weakly. "But now, I realize what I truly lost." When Zora finally woke up, she was devastated to learn that her fame had vanished. The tabloids quickly moved on to the next celebrity, and her name was forgotten. Heartbroken and alone, she realized that her sacrifice had led her to nothing. Zora spent her remaining days in the village, helping others in meaningful ways. She rebuilt the relationships she had lost, using her experience to teach young girls about the dangers of chasing fame without purpose. Though she never regained her star status, she found true happiness in the love and connection of her community. In the end, Zora learned that true fulfillment comes from the bonds we share, not the fleeting nature of fame. She had sold her soul for a moment of glory, but in giving back to her village, she found a different kind of light, a light that would shine forever in the hearts of those she loved.